Thanks for joining us on The Full View. Police are investigating the cause of a fire which destroyed a building that used to house the East London-based newspaper, The Daily Dispatch. Firefighters responded to the blaze this morning at the vacant property. No injuries were reported. The newspaper relocated its offices to Beacon Bay in 2015. Earlier, SABC News reporter Abongile Jantjies spoke to Buffalo City Municipality spokesperson Samkelo Ngwenya.
The building has caught fire. How far is your investigation?
Well, at this stage, from a metro point of view, we're done with the containing of the fire. We are now going to hand over the site to the South African Police Service to do the investigation. In terms of what we've found, we will basically tell them that we did pick up that we suspect there could be some vagrants that may have been involved, because when we got here, we could see that there has been people living in the building. The building itself has been obviously not been occupied for a while. The owner did came and open for us, but of course it was a bit too late by then.
How rife is the issue of abandoned buildings in this metro, and them not being occupied? It creates a space for vagrants, and it leads to fires and endangering lives. But thankfully here, nothing of that nature happened.
Well, it's a huge challenge for us. Firstly, most owners don't tell us when they abandon these buildings, and people take occupation of them. But on a serious note, particularly with this one, I mean, the building itself has showed no signs of being dilapidated. It's been an intact building, and no one will suspect that the building was not being used. Hence, it's very important for us to advise people who own these buildings that are not occupying them to have security on site. So it's a huge challenge for us.
Mr. Ngwenya, you also, back in the days, you also cut your teeth here as a journalist. And what memories would you share with our viewers regarding this building?
Well, very sad. When we saw this morning on social media, it was touching for most of us as journalists. Some of the journalists, the icons that were through here, were sharing this from as far as across the entire country. I think that as that community of former journalists, we're very much devastated. We cut our teeth in here. I was inside here looking at the roof collapsed, our newsroom area. It's a shame, really. It's very, very sad for some of us. And the iconics that were here, the likes of Steve Biko, the Bongile of this world, guys that went to big newspapers, guys that went, it's a very, very sad moment, really.